Hello students, welcome. So in the today's class I will explain integration by parts. In the last class I gave you the formula and I gave one important formula to remember or to solve the by parts in simplest way. See what is that formula? Integration of first function into second function is written as first function as it is. Second one is integration of second function minus integration sign integration of second function into differentiation of first function. And to select the functions I give one formula I late. According to this we have to select the first function and second function. See example, integrate the following with respect to x. X into cos x. Here first algebraic then trigonometric. A comes first then t, that is algebraic is a first function and trigonometric is a second function. Exactly below I am writing first function as it is, x as it is. Integration of second function, integration of cos x is minus sin x minus integration sign. So whatever the term you are writing here, write down that term sin x. Next, differentiation of first function. First function is x. We are differentiating with respect to x, that is 1. That means when you multiply, you will get only one term containing x. Now it is x into sin x. Integration of sin x is minus cos x. Now plus c. So it is x into sin x minus into minus plus and it is plus c. Moving to the next question, that is log x. See now here the question arises, which one is the first function and which one is the second, because only one term we have. So here we don't know the integration of log x. I am doing one adjustment. Log x into 1. Can we write like this or what? Now the rule is not applicable. We have to think which term gives you the integration. Log x will not give the integration. That's why it is a first function and this is a second function. So the rule, first function as it is log x. Integration of second function, integration of 1 is x, because with respect to x we are doing, minus integration sign, whatever the term, same term we are writing here. Now differentiation of first function is log x, differentiation of log x is 1 by x. What is remaining? X into log x minus, after cancellation 1 is remaining. So it is x into log x minus integration of 1 is x plus c. Now I am moving to the exercise 7.6. So for your reference I kept the formula on the top as it is. Moving to the exercise 7.6. Questions, integrate the following with respect to x. First one already I solved, that's why I am taking the second one. X into sin 3x. In the last class only I explained that. X into sin 3x. X is the algebraic first function. Sin 3x is a trigonometric, so second function. First function as it is, integration of second. Integration of sin 3x is minus cos 3x divided by 3 minus integration sign. Just write down this value, minus cos 3x by 3, differentiation of first function, x is 1. So this is minus x cos 3x divided by 3, minus into minus becomes plus, I took 1 by 3 outside, this is cos 3x. Now one term we have, so integrate that. 1 by 3 integration of cos 3x is sin 3x upon 3 plus c. We can write one more simplified step. That step is minus x cos 3x divided by 3 plus sin 3x divided by 9 plus Moving to the next example, third also we completed. Moving to the fourth one. Completed means in the last class I explained. Fourth is x log x. So which is the first function? X is the algebraic, log x is a logarithmic. First L comes, that means log x into x into dx. First logarithmic function L, then algebraic A. So log x is the first function, x is the second function. First function as it is, integration of x is x square by 2 minus integration sign. Just we are writing x square by 2 because integration of second function. Differentiation of first function, that is log x is 1 by x. This x is cancelled with this. This is x square by 2 into log x minus 1 by 2 constant. Only x is remaining. Only one term is remaining. So it is x square by 2 log x minus 1 by 2 integration of x is x square by 2 plus c. So x square by 2 into log x minus x square by 4 plus c. Moving to the next example, that is question number 5. Moving to the next example, that is the fifth one, integration of x into log 2x. Now are you familiar how to identify? See, x is algebraic. This is algebraic, this is log. That means we have to write first log term. It is log 2x x into dx. This is the first function and this is the second function. According to the formula, first function as it is, log 2x. Integration of x is x square by 2 minus integration sign x square by 2. And you are familiar with the differentiation of chain rule. In differentiation of log 2x is 1 by 2x into 2 into dx. This 2 get cancels, 1x get cancels. So it is x square by 2 log of 2x minus 1 by 2 constant. What is remaining? X is remaining under integration. So it is x square by 2 log 2x minus 1 by 2 as it is, integration of x is x square by 2 plus c. So this is x square by 2 log 2x minus x square by 4 plus c. Next problem, moving to the next one, sixth. Question number 6. Integration of x square into log x. Like a previous, again first log comes. Log x into x square into dx. This is the first function log, then algebraic. First function log x as it is, integration of x square is x cube upon 3 minus x cube upon 3, differentiation of log x is 1 by x, differentiation of first function. First function is log x. 1x is cancelled with this. So it is x cube upon 3 log x, 1 by 3 constant. What is remaining? X square is remaining. It is x cube upon 3 log x minus 1 by 3. Integration of x square is x cube by 3 plus c. So answer is x cube upon 3 log x minus x cube upon 9 plus c. Yes. Moving to the next question, that is the seventh one. X into sine inverse x. See that rule, I let. Sine inverse is the inverse trigonometric. I comes first. Then x is the algebraic. First I, then a. See, first I, then a. Sine inverse x into x into dx. Take this as the first function and this is the second function. So keep first function as it is. First function as it is. Integration of second function, that is x square by 2 minus integration sign, this is x square by 2. Differentiation of sine inverse x is 1 upon root of 1 minus x square. When you rearrange, it is x square by 2 sine inverse x minus 1 by 2. This is x square upon root of 1 minus x square. It is not u into v, but they are in the form of fraction. So direct integration is not possible. I am writing x as a sine theta. Already you are familiar. Under root, if you have 1 minus x square, 99% we are writing sine theta. And with integration, if you write substitute, means we have to differentiate. Already you are familiar with integration of method of substitution. Now x square is sine square theta upon root of, it is not u into v because they are in the not in the form of product, they are a fraction. 1 minus sine square theta dx is cos theta into d theta. What is the root of 1 minus sine square theta? That is cos square theta. This is x square by 2 sine inverse x minus 1 by 2 integration of sine square theta upon root of cos square theta into cos theta. If you are thorough with the identities, first year identities, square root and square get cancels. X square by 2 sine inverse x minus 1 by 2 sine square theta upon cos theta into cos theta d theta. This cos theta get cancels. X square by 2 sine inverse x minus 1 by 2. Only sine square is remaining and we are not familiar with integration of sine square. So with the help of multiples and submultiples, sine square is 1 minus cos 2 theta upon 2. Now it is x square by 2 sine inverse x minus 1 by 4 in the bracket. I took 2 outside, already 2 is there, it becomes 4. Integration of 1 with respect to theta is theta minus integration of cos 2 theta is sine 2 theta divided by 2 plus c. But here half question, half answer we got in the form of x and half we got in the form of theta. How to write that? You know that theta is, what is x? X substitution is sine theta. Then what is theta? Theta is sine inverse x. So I am writing this equation once again here. X square by 2 sine inverse x minus 1 by 4 theta. Sine 2 theta I am writing as 2 sine theta into cos theta divided by 2 plus c. This 2 and this 2 get cancels. What is remaining? X square by 2 sine inverse x minus 1 by 4 theta minus sine theta into cos theta plus c. See, half is in the form of x, half is in the form of theta. But the given problem is in the form of x. X is equal to sine theta. We did the substitution. Theta is sine inverse x. With the help of this, how you write cos theta? Cos theta is root of 1 minus sine square theta, or I will write here. Cos theta is equal to root of 1 minus sine square theta, but sine theta is x. So root of 1 minus x square. Write down that values in terms of x. This is x square by 2 sine inverse x minus 1 by 4. Theta is sine inverse x minus sine theta is x. Cos theta is root of 1 minus x square plus c. You can write one more step. This is x square by 2 sine inverse x minus sine inverse x by 4, minus into minus becomes plus x by 4 into root of 1 minus x square plus c. So even though it is a by parts, after that we have to go for method of substitution. Moving to the next example. That is question number 9. X into tan inverse x. See, tan inverse is the inverse trigonometric. First I, then algebraic. So it is tan inverse x into dx. Inverse trigonometric is the first function, algebraic is the second function. See, according to the rule, first function as it is. Integration of second x square, x is x square by 2 minus. So integration of second function means x square by 2. Differentiation of first function, that is 1 upon 1 plus x square into dx. It is x square by 2 tan inverse x minus 1 by 2. See, this will be x square upon 1 plus x square. Again this is a fraction, and like previous, don't go for substitution. If you are thorough in the partial fraction, this is an improper fraction. So no need to go for division, we can go like this. Here it is an improper, so without division I did the adjustment, addition and subtraction of minus 1. This is one more method of converting improper into proper. So this is x square by 2 tan inverse x minus 1 by 2 with integration I wrote like this, 1 plus x square upon 1 plus x square minus 1 upon 1 plus x square into dx. I will explain. I did the separation, 1 plus x square upon 1 plus x square. I took the denominator separately, minus 1 upon 1 plus x square. So this is x square by 2 tan inverse x minus 1 by 2 integration. This get cancels, 1 minus 1 upon 1 plus x square. So this is x square by 2 tan inverse of x minus 1 by 2 in the bracket. Integration of 1 with respect to dx means x, and this is tan inverse x. Remove the bracket, take 1 by 2 inside the bracket. It is tan inverse x minus x by 2 minus into minus plus tan inverse x upon 2 plus c. See, is it simple or what? Next, moving to the next question. Tenth one. Integration of, sorry, ninth one. Ninth one. X into cos inverse x. This I gave you as a homework because we solved similar example, x into sin inverse x. Moving to the next question, 10th one. Sin inverse x whole square into dx. See here, again we have given only one term. This I am writing as sin inverse x whole square into 1 into dx. This I am taking as a first function and this is a second. Why first function? Because if you take this as a second, we don't know the integration of this term. See, first function, we don't know the integration of sin inverse x whole square. That's why it is a first function, one is a second function. Sin inverse x whole square as it is, integration of second function. Integration of 1 is x minus integration sin. Whatever the term you are getting, write down that term. Differentiation of first function, that is 2 into first power sin inverse x into differentiation of sin inverse is 1 upon root of 1 minus x square into dx. Just rearrange it. X into sin inverse x whole square minus 2 outside. I am writing this as sin inverse x into 1 upon root of 1 minus x square. For our convenient, there are 3 terms containing x, so we cannot apply by parts. Instead of that, I am writing sin inverse x as a t. For our convenient, I wrote like this. Differentiation of sin inverse is 1 upon root of 1 minus x square into dx is dt. See, this term. That's why I wrote like that. This term as a dt. This is sin inverse, sorry, x we are not kept. Sin inverse x is t. This value is t. And what is x value? X is equal to sin t. So write down. X into sin inverse x whole square as it is minus 2 into sin inverse x is t. X is sin t and this is dt. Just go back and it is in the form of x into sin x. T means algebraic, sin t is trigonometric. Everything is, only difference is everything is in terms of t. First we did everything in terms of x, now it is everything in terms of t. X as it is, sin inverse x whole square as it is, minus 2 in the bracket. First function as it is, integration of second function, that is minus cos t, minus integration sin, minus cos t, differentiation of t is 1. X into sin inverse x whole square minus 2 in the bracket minus t cos t plus integration of cos t into dt. X into sin inverse x whole square minus 2 as it is, here minus t cos t, integration of cos t is sin t. So what we did? We did the substitution sin inverse x as a t. We did sin inverse x as a t. X is sin t. What is cos t then? Root of 1 minus sin square t, that is root of 1 minus x square. So substitute that value. X into sin inverse x whole square minus 2. T is sin t minus t value is, sorry, sin inverse x. Cos t is root 1 minus x square. And sin t is x. Remove the bracket. X into sin inverse x whole square minus into minus plus 2 into root of 1 minus x square into sin inverse x, minus into plus is minus 2x plus c. So you can take similar sum, half sum. Already this sum you take as a homework. Integration of x into sin inverse x upon root of 1 minus x square. In the similar sum, go back and see, somewhere we have this term. So refer that term and solve. One more is x into cos inverse x divided by root of 1 minus x square. These two sums as a homework. Moving to the next example. Twelfth one. X into secant square x. So x is a algebraic, secant is a trigonometric. Algebraic and trigonometric. Already they are in the form. First function and second function. What the formula tells? First function as it is. Integration of second function. Integration of secant square x is what? Tan x. Minus integration sin tan x. differentiation of first function, that is x is 1. So what is remaining? X into tan x minus integration of tan x is remaining. Have you remembered what is the formula for integration of tan x? Yes. It is the log of secant x plus c to the base e. Question number 13. Tan inverse x into dx. Here we don't know the integration of tan inverse x, that's why we are rearranging. Tan inverse x we are writing as a first function and 1 as a second. Why tan inverse x is a first? Because we don't know the integration of tan inverse, that's why we are taking this as a first function. Because we have to write the differentiation of first function. Depending on that we have to write like this. So first function is tan inverse x. Second is 1. First function as it is, integration of 1 is x minus integration of 1 is x, differentiation of tan inverse x is just rearrange them. X into tan inverse x minus x upon 1 plus x square into dx. See, it is in the form of fraction. If you watch it carefully, thoroughly, it is nearer to the formula f dash of x upon f of x. That is nothing but log of f of x. If you rearrange one small adjustment, if you do, you will get that answer. It is x into tan inverse x. I did one small adjustment. Multiplied and divided by 2. See, now it is in the form of f dash of x upon f of x. That means differentiation of denominator gives numerator. X into tan inverse x minus 1 by 2 log of 1 plus x square plus c. That's why I wrote the formula here. Moving to the next question, that is question number 14. X into log x whole square dx. Tell me which one is the first function. X is algebraic. This is a log. First log, then algebraic. Log x whole square into x into dx. This is the first function and this is the second function. First function log x whole square as it is, integration of x is x square by 2 minus x square by 2. Differentiation of log x whole square is 2 into log x into 1 by x. This is by chain rule. 1 x is cancelled with this, 2 get cancels. So it is x square upon 2 log x whole square. Again rearrange two terms. First one is a log term, then algebraic, because first L comes then A. Again this is first function and this is second function. See, x square by 2 log x whole square minus in the bracket first function. Because of this minus outside, we have to write it in the bracket. First function as it is, integration of second function minus x square by 2, differentiation of log x is 1 by x. Now x square by 2 log x whole square minus x square by 2 log x, minus into minus plus 1 by 2, 1x cancel with this, only 1x is remaining. Now write down one last integration. This is x square by 2 log x whole square minus x square by 2 into log x plus 1 by 2 integration of x is x square by 2 plus. Simplify this. X square by 2 log x whole square minus x square by 2 log x plus x square by 4 plus c. See, this is a sum. One sum I will give as a homework. Question number 15. Integration of x square plus 1 into log x. I will give the hint. X square plus 1 is a algebraic and log x is a log function. First log comes, then algebraic. So solve this in the next class. First I will solve the homework questions, then I will continue.